So for wait, just had some lunch. Can't believe we already nearly 4 hours in this campaign. Is it really 4 hours? Yeah.
Hearken to mine will.
So how many melee units are we expecting to face here? Definitely outnumbered theirs. We don't wanna go for charge. We're gonna keep it in a straight line, because later on it's probably gonna be charge strategy with Wind of Death.
We surpass
We have another fast unit here now, so it's gonna be easy to deal with range. This army doesn't really go well for charge, so they're basically going very slow in react. Put this in log group. This would be very nice if we had some Mortar Stranger Corps card. Karl Franz is rank 2. I don't think I have faced Karl Franz rank 2 before. Negative view. We have recruited a rank 7 Graveguard. Basically, Manfred has a cheaper upgrade on the Graveguard in +2 ranks. You start with the Necromancer early as support lord, get him to rank 2 and you get +4 ranks. When you get the armor, get +5. So the lowest possible rank Graveguard you can get with Manfred is rank 3. And guaranteed Necromancer before you get a building. So you have guaranteed rank 7 first Graveguard before turn 15. Ready to fight enemies.
preternatural.
Graveguard is basically used to be a tier 3 unit, but they moved the armory back to tier 2 for the convenience of positioning buildings in minor settlements. So you basically get a very versatile, very nice anti-infantry armored unit very early.
Mortals quail. Swift as death's wings.
This charge actually did quite a bit of damage. In the early game, the Graveguard is only matched by the Saurus on the performance.
My cure is dead. So be it.
Dwarf Warriors are there on top 5 in this type of unit, but you know, Dwarf just quality. These guys are almost elite for tier 2. But they're the most expensive to unlock of the 3. I already think they're safe. We'll start using some voodoo.
My dominion will roar.
But the Skeleton Spearman we can fight off the Rise Guard. Okay.
Nagash was weak.
Every time. We can separate this one here. One who dance for attack buff for the knights, so they're actually deadly. I love how we slowly grind down the Rise Guard with the Skeleton Spearman. It's such a nice trade.
These lands are mine. My dominion. Oh,
He's taking a lot of damage because Call France. This one might crumble. It doesn't really matter. It's pointless to... it might look bad just waiting there, but it's pointless to move these units. We're facing with shields. This is a very slow infantry, 27. So breaking formation just harms us. If we flank here, then they shoot in the back and the shields become negated. And you don't need it. I rarely lost a battle where there was a flanking opportunity. It's like... I don't even remember the last time that such a thing ever happens. But I lost. I remember losing battles because the shields were exposed. That battle with Grimgor, the range just killed everything. That was the extreme example, though.
I serve me. Nagash was weak. Witness true power.
Oh, France is getting slowly killed by the Graveguard there. Black Knights only killed nearly 3 units.
What? Address me as master. Swift as death's wings. Witness true power.
Assuming this engages with 30 speed, barely get any kills while they're fleeing. In the guard mode, like almost nothing. Better to keep information, but not really put it on this unit.
Witness true power.
It was nice to have a mounted unit here. Basically a below average mounted Graveguard. 78 speed though. should heal Mumford with one occasion. These guys like have no attack without experience. Even the charge is low for cavalry unit. Because of this attack value and charge value, they even have to take some time to kill stuff like Crossman. I think what you can do, multiple these cheap cavalry units. Yoo-hoo! Kislev check. Then Dominic Cat is 10 times to get Gorst.
Thine right is mine. By Sigma, no! The true Lord God.
Very close, very close. Is it the next turn? Oh, it might be even this bell. "59 kills, damn. This is a battle where you take maybe 10 casualties, man. What the fuck? Oh, baby! Window dead. At turn 15. Rarely go for it this early, because you don't need it really. But this is an exception. We have additional 35 power, 30 from Mumford straight and 5 from one knowledgeable character, so it's pretty much all the extra window dead.
I'll take Sigmar's throne.
Window dead is pretty much the Vampire artillery, if you think about it. Which is convenient and sometimes not convenient to use.
Thine right is mine.
We need a spy, otherwise we won't be able to move much here. Let's see if somebody besieges here. It's highly likely that we get besieged here. I wonder if we can just stand in Castle Dragonhof for 100 turns and win a campaign like this. I feel like if we meet some other factions, it's gonna get even worse. But as long as we kill them without taking too much damage, the Emperor will not overrun us. But there is a chance this happens. Dominate captives like the Greenskins, you know, eat enemies. The value is so low compared to Warhammer 2 factions that it's like, I don't know what devs are thinking, you know, they even care about fixing the game. You just forget about these things. We need to talk, you know, with devs with post-battle results, options for the all factions, all faction replenishment, campaign skills, and most importantly victory conditions. These are like really important things. But you would think that there's a smart person somewhere there actually feeding them this, you know, the game issues like that, instead of just, you know, complaining into the void.
I grow impatient.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy
Hey Kurok, thank you for 3 months. So how strong are the Bloody Spears, and are they fighting anybody else right now? Looks like the dwarves have lost a battle somewhere.
What?
Might have been against the Bloody Spears. I don't want to believe there are two armies in the range of Zubbar. I don't refuse to believe that. But it's not tier 3 yet. If it's not tier 3, we can build a wall. So it's not good to attack.
I hunt.
There are at least 4 armies in the range of Dragonhof. March range. 4 armies.
Come, impress me.
Can I say scouting units? Heroes are spies. That's their main role in the campaign map. Other than that, no. Lord needs to lead an army, so you can send separate units. And if I get another Lord, it cripples the economy, and we won't be able to save any dark magic to build stuff.
Darkness comes. The true Von Caster.
It's not 100% best thing to happen here, but we'll take it. We still need some resistance if we're gonna use cavalry.
Thy cure is death.
Or the ones that they take damage going to back, so when we dominate they replenish. We don't need to go wide against this. It's very, very important that they're even, and there is a flat terrain. You could of course minimize the risk to good news by using Skeleton Spearmen, but in the regular campaigns you probably use Skeleton Spearmen are your primary unit for most of the early game. Because the vampire economy is tied to the Skeleton Spearmen since they changed technology. Yeah, I forgot Mumford, but it's not a big deal. It's fortress speed. Oh, it's early game. Early game, your lords suck. Even the strongest lords get spanked by the enemy lords. Even Tyrion gets murdered. You know, that's just how early game is. Yeah, just have too many bonuses. You know, you're not taking early mounts, the horse, the other shit, because they cost a point. Instead of making like a dynamic just point, you get every mount when it's unlocked. No, you have to, you know, play like an idiot, so you know, say points, make, you know, very low-run friendly. Instead of 1 point for all mounts, depending on the level requirement, you have to waste points to have mounts available at all levels. It's a really stupid system. And it's kinda, you know, breaks immersion when you think about it. But, you know, just how it is, early game. You're not gonna get a steed on a Mumford to waste a skill point there. He has not enough skill points already. He has 2 lores, fighter skills, battle skills, campaign skills, unique skills. He's like in Arcane Shoes, where he doesn't have enough skills to get everything. And thinking about getting a second mount, just, you know, so you run fast in the beginning. When he's already fast as a vampire, it's, yeah. Works in multiplayer, the low mounts, not in single player.
I assent.
And of course for the AI. Good charge.
Manfred von Carstein. Nagash was weak. Witness true power.
They disengaged and then they rubber band back into the unit. Good risk with the regular Wind of Death when it's not even, but when you overcast, there has to be no mistakes. The overcast Wind of Death does too much damage. Deletes anything but the most elite infantry.
Suffer death.
We don't have it upgraded, so we have to stick to the regulars for now. It's a very expensive spell.
Lightning. Oh Lord. My dominion.
Manfred is 2 lore masters, so it'll make his magic even cheaper. This is the ideal fighting with Grave Guard. Let the enemy camp at you, support him with corpse casts, mortars, engines, magic. The cavalry or the flying units just deliver the kill, while they are using magic all the time.
Empower me. Swift as death's wheels.
You can flank to kill them faster, but it's not really needed. Not really needed.
Preternatural.
She's a soft unit here. Yeah.
Mortals quail. Nagash was weak. Witness true power. All life must end.
Could also cycle the damage units for the healthy ones, but doesn't really matter that much.
Attend me.
You just need to get more damage dealers.
These lands are mine. Suffer death.
Why is this unit taking so much damage here? There are 2 units on top of it.
trust me as master.
Master! Can you see the charge bonus buff on the unit? Yes, you can. If you mouse over the leadership, you can see if the charge is active. The charge grants you a bonus leadership so the unit doesn't break in charge. So if you see the charge bonus on the leadership, you know that the unit is charging. When the charge leadership increases, you know they're charging. Get the necromancer here.
The true Von Carstein.
Be nice if they actually attack us here. So we have replenishment, unless they besiege us, nothing we can handle. Capital could get besieged. Without the tier 3, it's really bad to defend this place. %25 research rate. Get a devious necrarch. The Straitsman. Why they're not in the quality of the 3rd generation slants? Random traits is just mind-boggling. Take the corpse. Damn, that's foul.
Limelight is mine.
We got 6 cases so far. We start with 1 and we got 5. Would be ideal if we get attacked there so you replenish right after. Get the extra level. Doesn't seem like anybody's in range. There is 36 units here.
What?
Lore Master is great, but we need to get Conduit first. Not tier 3 yet. I'm excited more for the new Skemicon or Dark Elf, Dark Elf.
I grow impatient.
Please tell me we don't have an army of Vargulls here. Tier 3, that's good.
take Sigmar's throne.
So we can actually build a wall.
I hunt.
Army on the left, army on the right, 50-50. Man, they only got rank 6. It's not even 20 turns. Jesus. Honestly, you know, all the factions I care about are all in the game. I just care about patch notes, better campaign features, things that make sense, fixing old bugs, stuff like that. But more excited about this than any new factions. On vassalization and the confederations, they require pistols.
Manfred von Carstein. Attend me! What?
They don't even have guns, man. Look at that damage they did. Not even guns. Somebody forgot to put missiles in this shit. It's even worse when you're facing one of the AI ones, because if you have range, it's just there. If you don't have range, you just struggle. Am I blind here? Where them guns at? Look at the damage. There's a mortar firing, that's bad. Most of the fighting is gonna be happening on the wall. Take too much damage here, we're gonna actually struggle in the next 2 turns. Because we can get attacked by 2 factions. This is not the safest move. Like, this campaign just requires 1 move like that and it's over. But if we don't secure these 3 castles, we're gonna struggle much later on.
Nagash was weak. Witness true power.
Goddamn mortar's gonna get so many kills. close to a bounce though. Too close to the wall, I think. Perfect. That's perfect. Just the right calculated. Still a pretty high damage potential here. The follow-up battle is... this battle doesn't matter, it's what happens in follow-up. We have no idea what can happen, because we don't know who's close. That's the worst part.
Attack the mortals.
We could just spam Spirit Leech on the mortar, but... not ideal. We want to dub some healing at the end.
To my will.
Extra damage because we don't have the skills for the Graveguard. We lost so much vigor climbing the wall.
Nagash was weak. Witness true power.
All those archers are actually piling up the damage here. Without a conduit, the damage will pile up for sure. As long as the follow-up is not more than one army, we might be fine. My cure is dead. We can see even the Graveguard is struggling with the new update on the experience. Those extra ranks out of nowhere just make all the difference. Melee is just struggling with that. This battle would have been over if they didn't have rank 5. Damage is piling up here.
Suffer death. Unfaithful Costa. Thou hast come. Our bride. Nagash was weak. Witness true power.
No, they were good, Amir, but it was just poorly executed. Because the scaling is too fast on the experience, and on the side of things with the vision, they didn't do any tools that could actually help with the vision. Just taking away things, didn't adjust them properly, not testing. Those spearmen, I did not expect this bullshit here. It looks like every unit is a chosen now in melee.
Address me as master. My dominion over all.
Looks like only exceptional melee units are now a good thing. But we lost most of the climbing the walls, so there is that as well in this case.
Empower me.
The fact that these guys are still fighting here against fear and this much damage, I have like no words. Spearman, spearman. These guys don't even have the technology against the undead. The technology gives just huge bonus for one technology.
Witness true power.
That mortar has done so much damage. Gonna lose the cavalry unit here. Try to surround them here. Like this leadership is just wow. I mean, look at the leadership that's still fighting here. The Lord is about to flee. Look at this. I did not expect this much damage here, but we're taking it. This might be bad if there is more than one army in the range here. Man, really bad.
These lands are mine.
You don't want to hit the best thing, they don't have the technology that gives them additional 10 leadership against the undead. Not in this battle here. They lost 70 leadership in damage and there was fear as well. And they still didn't rout. Those units don't have 70 base leadership. lost the Black Knights, but they might come back. One swordsman actually kills 66 Graveguard. How does a swordsman kill 66 Graveguard? And then ring 7 Graveguard. Somebody explain this to me. How does a swordsman kill 66 Graveguard? Must be killing zombies. Please tell me they're not Graveguard there. But if some of the zombies and halberdiers in the spirit, not the swordsman. Oh! Our boys are back! I need to get this 3 turns. I don't think anybody's in range. Because we didn't have this place last turn. Nobody's in range, we're good. If somebody's in range, we're fucked. Graveguard just gets crazy with unlimited host. We did ignore the unlimited host. Still, swordsman and spearman against 90 armor. Just damn. Fighting dwarf warriors and longbirds, it seems. Okay, Blaze RNG boys, if somebody's in rage, campaign over. Okay, Empire was not in range. Warson were not in range. Looks like we're good. Von Carsten's not in range. Nice! We good, we good. Karev from Full War, Brace, come on. Give Karev at least 3 more turns before he arrives here. EA gets free technologies, Lord Drag, over time. They get technologies over time as well. That Empire technology was added that gives anti-everything, leadership defense, leadership attack. It made them super overpowered. Oh good, oh good. How the fuck are they only rank 6? What the hell? But we really need the battle skill for the Graveguard.
Your wish, master.
Oh, we got a free Necromancer. Perceptive, huh? Not bad, not bad.
The Shambler's move.
You what? I'll have your soul. It is night.
It's actually a good thing this place is here.
I'll take Sigmar's throne.
It's a very good thing.
Wipe them out. Move. The true Von Caster.
Conduit is the first thing we're getting. One turn now. What happened to that other guy? Am I blind? Oh, here he is. Yes!
Powerful.
Ring 5 scale is on. Ring 7 scale is.
Bats and wolves, gather.
It's very important that we get them with some experience, otherwise they're gonna do shit. This guy has Troll Master, so it's +4 ranks.
Darkness comes. I grow impatient.
Met anybody else? We met Telebeckland.
All right. An abomination.
An abomination. Next turn we actually get positive income. The skeletons don't cost any gold when you get technology. 100% is a little bit overpowered. Should be like 70 or 80% off. Yeah, you can recruit them rank 8 pragmatic through that. We need to secure Zuvbar, Tempelhof and Dragonhof and then slowly fight around. I think we can hold here for 100 turns. Unless the Empire confederates everybody in their mothers. Which is highly likely, considering the last 2 campaigns. This is, guys, the last survival campaign this year. Next year, you're gonna be asking, what is the next survival campaign? Probably we're gonna have only one next year, unless somebody requests one.
Be gone.
Be gone.
Such insolence.
We need to upgrade this, which means we need more money. Taking Waldenhof makes sense.
More mausoleums to defile.
This night.
Just need a lot more experience on Manfred.
I'll take Sigmar's throne. Yes.
Yes! Let me just think about this for a second. So years cost 7. We'll take it for 7. It's a crazy spell. 32 seconds.
Grave times.
Vlad, could you kindly please, you know, go away? We should get the Graveguard technologies for sure. 10% weapon strength, 10% upkeep reduction.
You dare. This night.
Ready.
Who's even available here? No lodestones yet. Yeah, the Graveguard skeletal units.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Look at everything skeletal related, Morus. Hey, Tushin. Happy Thanksgiving. Another. Is it like a thing like Happy Christmas? I guess it is, because most of the users on Twitch are Americans. Damage building is success. Damn, that vampire is being annoying. Just need a wall in Templehof, and then we can probably do it with just assist from the skeleton army. Come on, man, don't be like that. Beastman, right in my backyard. Can the one turn go away? You know, that I don't have to look outside my window and see a Beastman horde parked.
Bring me flesh to craft.
Nice, nice. How much do we need here? Okay, this is looking okay.
I refuse.
I'm like thinking, why would we want to take Waldenhof? Waldenhof, owned by Templehof, is a buffer. So leaving this place like this is ideal. We should never take it.
They will serve.
I hunt. Attack. To the shadows.
What the hell, cluster freeware? Why am I even surprised anymore? Why am I even surprised anymore?
True von Carstein.
Your wish, master. I smell death. I can't.
God dang.
Bats and wolves, gather.
Pretty much once you unlock the Skeleton Spearman technology, you want to have a second, third, even fourth army, just Skeleton Spearmen. And eventually add them a couple of damage dealers, like 2-3 damage dealers, and work from there. There was always a bridge there. I mean, I should know better by now. No, I should have attacked them at the angle. It's like, why do I have to attack them at the angle, developers, so they don't have a bullshit to hit across the bridge on the other side of the river, on the other side of the country? I think if a shit like this actually can happen, when they can retreat in the range of a bridge, they should never be allowed to cross the bridge. Just retreat until the bridge, but not to the other side as well. That is just bullshit. Well, I think the Fel Blungan asks, so will this be one of the easier declare war on everyone campaign? Well, I think like about like that every single survival campaign we play until you know, first misplay, bad luck, or surprise, and it's like you're just sweating for the rest of the, you know, campaign. Just one wrong move, all it takes to mess up this campaign. One wrong move.
Then go. You seem confused. Soon I'll be all powerful. Bring me flesh to craft. What?
I grow impatient.
You guys remember, I'm not sure which campaign was there, but it was around the Atalan Mountains, down there in the Southlands, next to the Vulture Mountain. The AI retreated all around the mountain. That was infuriating.
What?
So what the fuck they do here if we just go a very long line here? Let's see.
Portals quail.
You can also smack them with the knights.
We surpass the gas.
This guy's going for a charge. Oh no, guys, I think we're gonna take some damage.
Hearken to my will. These lands are mine. Witness true power. I hunger. Suffer death. Nagash was weak. Witness true. Preternatural.
Holy shit, you've seen that damage? His HP, his bar actually moved. Oh my god, if CS Spy is here, they're gonna need a fireball again next patch.
Attend me.
Damn, man.
I die.
These mystical spells, they have to take that under really, you know, careful management. They don't want to ruin the multiplayer for the esports.
Empower me. My cure is death. Suffer death. Attack.
Oh no! Plague Knight's getting overrun by the cavalry. The enemy cavalry is relentless.
Nagash was weak. Witness
Better send
true.
some help there.
My dominion over all. Unfaithful Castine. Now you, sir, address me as master. Swift as death's wings.
80 armor. They have 5 armor piercing damage. 24 weapon strength. And this thing's getting killed. 80 armor. Armored units can block damage from any source apart from armor piercing damage. Huh. I didn't know that.
Why serve me? Hearken to my will. I hunger.
I hated that the armored units have become such a meme.
Swift as death's wings.
You think the Iron Breakers live and tank and don't die because of armor? No, it's because of melee defense and shields. More so than armor. Armor just, you know, it's the mix.
All life must end.
Holy shit, they're almost like fighting Biggins here.
We surpass Nagash.
You know how much armor piercing damage did the Grell Guardians have in Warhammer 1? 5. You know how much they have now? 13. You know how much they had last time I seen them? 12. Patch notes? What patch notes?
Harvest them.
This guy must have a battle skill for this. Definitely need more damage dealers, Vargeists and some knights.
Trust me as master. Witness true power.
They had 5 Akatama, if I remember right. His knowledge would put it to 6. We might attempt some healing here. Oh, Swordsman had 5 in Warhammer 1. Yeah, pretty sure. Install a Warhammer 1 and go over the values compared to Warhammer 2. You'll see some mind-boggling stuff. And the health they increased, you know, is just ruining the armor value. The only way to fix it, to make armor worth it again, is to increase health of the units even more, or lower the overall damage of everybody. Only health, I think, would fix it by now, because they lower the HPs instead of, you know, the armor hasn't changed at all. What changed is HP and armor piercing. One thing is to change weapon damage, but if you change armor piercing, but armor, you know, armor is limited. You can't buff armor piercing and then buff health and then say it's the same thing. It just doesn't work. And it's getting clearer and clearer that there's definitely some issue, you know, with what armor is supposed to do. Like, on this point, they need to introduce physical and missile resistance to all units. I wouldn't be surprised if this happens in Warhammer 3. Or maybe they just leave it and then we just keep miming armor for the rest of the days. I mean, the armor does something. The armor does something, but doesn't do much. You know, the way they done it is they are making that the unit is solely have to survive on armor. It works in multiplayer environment, of course. But it doesn't work anymore in a single player environment. The armor is just getting mocked, especially by range.
Nagash was weak. Witness true power.
Miscast, miscast, miscast. He's gonna die from those miscasts. Cookies, imagine our orc boys had 150 kills against the undead. That guy must have had some battle skills. There's no way those orc boys did so much damage. No way. I'm calling it 4 red. Can see it. It's a combination of things, Akatama. We're talking about the armor alone is not enough anymore. It's like, what's the best thing on the Black Knights? It's their speed and armor. That's the best thing about the Black Knights. So they rely on their speed and armor. And if armor will not save them, they're just gonna die. Because they cannot kill anything fast enough. And their defense will just not work against most units. So that armor shows really how weak it is. On the Graveguard it works, because they can get much higher melee defense. Just Black Orc is probably the best example. How armor is not enough. We didn't get hunger because we get unlocking Iron Condor. Hunger is a luxury here. Armor just reduces damage. Every unit has its different base. Agatama. This is a hidden stat adjusted by the developers.
Everything dies.
Come, impress me. To the shadows. Jog off.
Soon I'll be all powerful.
It is night. The true Von Carstein.
We're getting some healing from the Curse of Undead. But other than that, it's hunger. His armor offers some healing, but I don't think we're gonna be getting it.
I hunt. Thine right is mine.
Bats and wolves, gather.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Shit Wizard strikes again. Thank you, Shit Wizard. Is he even here? I'm trying to send him a message on Steam, but I don't see him on live in last day. So Shit Wizard looks like we're on the same page. Winter would be 10 times chaos, right? Just follow chaos around and laugh, play the Spanish guy as everybody dies.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit?
I'll
Holy
take
shit.
Sigmar's
What
throne.
the hell? Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Day is 28. There are still 2 more days in this on this month. The nation goal ends this month. Wintertooth still not unlocked, and the dwarf campaign still not unlocked.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Thank you, Fried Man. Yoo-hoo!
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
How do Chosen do now? Well, they have the best shields, the best armor, the best melee defense, and the best health in the game. How do you think they do?
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell? Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
What the hell?
Jog off. Darkness
I hope you guys don't try to get 3 or 5 times kills with Clump Pestilence. Man, I have to finish this campaign and start Clump Pestilence before that.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the
I
hell?
grow impatient.
Bring me flesh to craft.
Oh my god. Have you seen
Impress
that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Thine right is mine.
Get another hint of these knights. Two will definitely work better.
my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Skaven slaves can fend off Chosen. Kappa. Well, I will not be surprised. Maybe the Grimhammer can. I saw the Chosen great weapons get killed by 4 spearmen.
They will serve.
The true Von Carstein.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit?
Kill them.
2 battles still pretty good.
Them.
What the hell?
Donation. It's probably queued, Akatama.
Oh my
It's queued.
god.
It went through, thank you.
That shit? Holy shit.
Wintertooth is unlocked as well, huh? I'll be playing Wintertooth, guys, but I'll not be happy playing Wintertooth. Okay, that's M29 as well.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Makes you wonder if that before that second battle they can get the enemy gets rank 1, it's the second battle is no longer doable in the beginning.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
M29. That's gonna be the first Wintertooth campaign in More Lampars.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
That first battle I remember is really pain in the ass from Warhammer 1. It's easy to lose that one.
Oh my god.
And if you don't do it
Holy shit. What the
if you don't do it right, just like there's a struggling beginning. Well, looks like we have something cute as well.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Yeah, we're gonna play Clan Pestilence next. I would hate to start that campaign with 600 subs. Imagine surviving the early game and then you have to deal with that much chaos in that campaign.
Holy shit.
It's like, can't do it. My favorite campaign this year, oh man, it's tough. I think it was Dwarves 10 times chaos.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
I hunger. Nagash was weak. Witness true.
Aranesa.
Oh my god. Have you seen
God.
that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
The Clan Agnes survival one was great. As well.
Attend me.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
$50 subs away from Chaos 3 times. And $300 away from the M30.
Mortals quail.
M30, I feel like it's gonna be hard to follow up. Might be confusing for viewers. They're gonna have to remember all the rules. But that was the purpose of the campaign, for people to remember the rules.
Hearken to my will.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
I cure his death. power!
Holy shit! What the hell?
Well, Turek, it's cute. It's cute. I see it. Thank you very much. Very generous of you.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit!
There's 32 subs alerts in ahead.
Preternatural.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit?
Do vampires will still crash the game? I would like to know that as well.
Address
Not 100% sure.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Thank you, Miss Nameless.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit?
What does Chaos Mode do? Not much, not much. You just fight a little more chaos, that's it.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell? What the hell?
There you go. Thank you,
Big
Katama.
troll time, baby.
Looks like Nis, you missed the 10 times chaos campaigns. Well, eventually we're gonna have a no special campaign, and somebody's gonna use no lightning strike, and yeah,
God. Have you seen that shit?
the world will burn.
past the gas.
The world will burn. So we need a campaign that we're going for the victory condition, preferably long victory, which I don't think so. And then somebody who has to defeat chaos, and the lightning strike has to be disabled, and then handicap 5 enabled as well. And we need to move in, become roomy with Krogar. Yeah, that will work.
What the hell?
There you go, Turek.
Thanks, Alec, for all the great content. I owe you a bit for the amount I've been here and watching.
Thank you very much, very generous of you. It's 300 away from M30. I mean, how would M30 be bad with 10 times chaos? Let's see. M30. If we play M30 with 10 times chaos.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy
So we cannot confederate, we cannot lightning strike. So this is already a problem. No lightning strike is a problem. No confederations could work. We could do other things. We cannot get Gromberdal in the beginning until Togrim or Karazakarak lose the battle. So no White Dwarf, which means we start with a High King. Each time a Legendary Lord loses a battle, we have to trigger a handicap, which means army gets smaller, up to 15. If we lose a settlement defense, we have to give somebody 10,000. If we disband a unit, we have to do a treachery. We cannot do regular research, it's not allowed. We can queue a technology if capture a settlement. We can only have Iron Breakers in the army with 2 Taints, and retain dice in that army, we have to disband all the Iron Breakers in that army. Organ Guns and Flame Cannons only can go into an army with a Master Engineer. And on top of that, 10 times chaos. I mean, the Empire will carry us, right? I like to believe that the Empire will carry us in this campaign. So this is M30. This is the final milestone for this year. That one with 10 times chaos. I mean, already no Gromble in the beginning will make the early game a pain.
Empower me. I'll comply.
So we have to lose Karazakarak, or we have to lose battle with Thorgrim to unlock White Dwarf. We are not always allowed to use the White Dwarf. So not those juicy movement and stuff like that. There is no event for the White Dwarf, so no snowballing. So it's a longer campaign where we can't really prepare that well for the chaos, because there are no confederations either, and we won't be able to lightning strike them as well. So the chaos will definitely reach south. Who came up with this torture? I came up with that campaign.
Swift as death's wings. Preternatural.
The last milestone campaign every year is gonna be something like that. I mean, as long as I don't make any mistakes, it's gonna be good. It just works, right? This game is life. No, this is not Booker. This is not Booker. This one is on me. Booker made this one. The M26, I think. Yeah, M26. That was Booker. Who made the Pestilence? Me. Most of these campaigns were my ideas. Some of them I allowed some people to create. The Clan Pestilence was made because it was easy campaign before Itza, and now with Itza it's might be impossible. So that was before Itza existed, but we're still gonna go with it. We'll be playing a new campaign, both new campaigns when the DLC arrives. All 3 new campaigns. All 3 new campaigns. I might even do Vortex with Bretonnia, who knows? Maybe I'm going for something crazy.
Suffer death.
Yeah, you can play Bretonnia and Vortex in the new update. Guys, you remember I have to do one Vortex campaign every year until Warhammer 3. So this is gonna be our yearly Vortex campaign at the beginning of the next year. Please don't kill my knights. What the hell? Those Gobos, 34 and 27 kills, 22 kills. Oh man, I didn't pay attention, it was tier 3. Oh, nice, nice, beautiful tier 3. It was tier 3, so we dropped to tier 2, so we get a wall. There's gonna be a rebellion phase, but I think still we should corrupt it. So they take attrition if they invade us here. It's all about the attrition in surrounding area.
Bats and wolves, gather.
I fully expect at least 10 people requesting campaigns in Warhammer 2 next year. At least 10. Next month there's gonna be 6 Man of the Month requests given away. New PC will be 20. I decided a new PC to be 20. But I don't think we're getting Warhammer 3 next year. But will be probably if they announce a date, it's probably gonna be like 4 months before that. Unless Shit Wizard fills the goal immediately on the first month, which we can expect to happen every time. I wanna see Warhammer 3 on this PC before the new PC. This is it. If the Warhammer 3 is even coming late next year or the in 2 years. Now it's still unknown. We don't even know. We don't even know, chat. If it's 2021 or 20.
Necropolis awaits. Follow me. It is night.
Okay, we got the 3 capitals here. Should be smooth sailing for now.
Ready.
Reconduit, and after that we're gonna get the Unlimited Host or Graveyard Reliable. I know Shit Wizard, I know. What do you guys think? What will arrive first? The new Lord of the Rings TV show or Warhammer 3? Why do I have a feeling we're gonna get the new Lord of the Rings TV show before Warhammer 3? The Lord of the Rings TV show will come out and then be cancelled before Warhammer 3. They're already making season 2 of it, Storbrand Coke, and they said 5 seasons. Whoever is financing that shit has endless bag of money, it seems. They spent a fortune just getting the license. Guys, if Creative Assembly releases the shooter before Warhammer 3, it will just confirm our suspicions. So what's our military looking right now? 33. Blood is desperate to attack this place. No ward save yet. I don't want to go there. But we still have to forfeit this place.
I'll take Sigmar's throne.
Nobody has taken Oakenhammer. I guess it's too close to Drakenhof.
Come, impress me.
Oh boy, get through this garbage!
I hunt.
Everything dies. Darkness calls.
Helmangorst! Rank 3 for 10% research, huh?
I grow impatient.
Mm-hmm. I have a Morris engine, turn 23. The Lancers have very high damage. They do way more damage than the regular Knights. They have nearly over 2 times their charge. And they have even more armor. This is actually a proper cavalry unit, unlike the Black Knights, is just a multiple budget unit. This looks impossible, but we only have to survive another 78 turns. It's not like Empire will confederate the 50 settlements and send 10 armies after us. Anybody who played Vampire Counts in Warhammer 1 before the introduction of Blood Knights learned to appreciate the Lancers, Black Knights. I mean, as long as you get the free Scalis and 2 characters that can use Wind of Death, it's just a long grind. But the Vampires can do this Total War style campaign even easier than the Empire. Hey Priest, we finished Itza. We basically were just chill expanding, snowballing into short victory. We survived with Nagarite, survival campaign, 100 turns of Total War. And we got the victory with Rudels as well. 3 campaigns in 6 days. There is 6 campaigns left right now. We'll try to finish them before the end of the year. Maybe it's gonna be 7. The Dwarf campaign can still, happen. That one is gonna be a long one, I think. There's no way to complete the campaign under like 5 days. 5 days of 10 hours probably, at least for that campaign, if everything goes our way.
Necromancer. Master of Unlife. My cruelty knows no limits.
Thine right is mine.
This is going pretty smooth, really. It's smooth. Maybe get a Discipline Necromancer. Knowledgeable. Both are good. What do we have here? 48 speed, 72. 83. Yeah, we'll play the new campaigns too. So, like I said, lots of Warhammer in December. Also in December there is The Expanse and Witcher TV shows, both released on the same day. We have to probably gonna be, I'm gonna come online, guys. Hey guys, good morning. I'm gonna play 1 turn here and then I'm gonna go watch Witcher the whole season. Good night. See you tomorrow.
Arise, grave-bound. I command thee to attend. Franz, the son of whores and tumorous burgomeisters, thinks the crown is his. But the house of the Reichland electors is tainted. As the last great count of
We get
Stirling,
speech here.
mine claim
Only Manfred has a speech here.
I should be emperor. I will be emperor. Bring thy swords. Go, mine minions. Reap death. Dance a dance macabre.
We haven't heard this speech since Warhammer 1. Only Manfred has a speech here.
Mortals quail.
Yes, awake, minions! Mortis engine. The summoning begins. Mortis engine.
Mortis Engine. I love Mortis Engine. Makes us vulnerable. I mean, we do want to put all the spears on the right side. Make sure that Reiser has a good time.
Mortis engine.
Address thee as master.
First we get into the range.
Manfred von Kassel.
He's practicing the speech for when he meets Franz. Will they defeat Franz? Earliest Franz defeat ever. Too fast here with the knights. That's what happens when you have banner of swiftness. ...101 speed.
Preternatural. All life must.
You want to see a scaring campaign without a plague? I want also some things which, you know, are you know, weird like that. But I'm not talking about them in public.
Witness true power.
Life is a phase. With haste, all before us will perish.
Still haven't had a crush with the heal.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Hey, Weasel. Thank you for 25 months. Lancers, no experience, 152 kills. Exactly what Rubio says. Exactly. Let's kill all the hype and excitement before we start our first campaign. Ellich, you're such a bad streamer. You're so anti-hype. Not even spreading news and shit.
Move! Your wish, master. The true Von Caster. I hunt.
What do we have here? Please be knowledgeable. What the? No. Both are perceptive. We need more spies. Who's gonna be this necromancer?
I am no lackey.
It's gonna be easy with 2 spies around.
I'll take Sigmar's throne.
I don't think the Ghost will be able to survive here unless we stay in the reinforcement range.
Comes. Strike out.
Speaking of cooks, where is he? He's around. He's around. He's around. This might be a little bit overkill, huh? But it's one of those campaigns. Hold on, let me have that guy that reduces the costs. 4 turns. I'm gonna wait 4 turns.
More mausoleums to defile.
Who's fighting here? Oh, we just met Whistland.
Do not waste my time with petty talk. Make your offer
Oh,
and
look
be
at
done.
that. Golden Order. Weapon strength, upkeep reduction, armor for the Graveyard and Black Knights. 10% weapon strength is very good for the Black Knights.
Helman Ghost.
That's 42 plus 10%. 42 base. And what do these guys have? 38 base, but they're anti-large. So the Black Knights are in a way more effective at killing infantry than the Blood Knights, but only during a charge. After charge, the Blood Knights are better because they have frenzy. Since we're playing Vampire Counts, I'll tell you guys, one of the master campaigns next year will be Vampire Counts regular campaign, so until short campaign victory, where we just use zombies and heroes. So no other units allowed in the armies other than zombies and heroes. Hopefully we'll not need have 3, 5 or 10 times chaos, cause how the fuck we defeat chaos with zombies? I have really no idea. We need to get like 18 killer banshees or something. Yeah, I really don't see the stop chaos with just zombies, unless we get a bunch of banshees and vampires. Okay, Gorst will farm rebellions at the Zubar. There's nothing else for him to do. And I guess Manfred will chill. This is not even worth attacking.
Yes. Come, impress me.
Impress me. We want to go back, so we don't want to do anything here.
You dare? This way.
So there is one army here.
Absolutely not.
Once we get the Awakened Battlefield in every region, it's gonna be very unhealthy for them to trespass.
Necropolis awaits.
Oh, you could do it, Amir, you could do it, but it's not that important. There's actually a pretty good scamming strategy with Scam to keep like Tobaro and Lucchini under city, especially after you get third army. How this works? It's super abusable, and it's the way to play Skaven. Basically, those are your supermarkets where you get food, you know. Since the Undercity got introduced, that's actually definitely a strategy to use. Will I try Skaven with Dark Elves first? Not sure. We'll decide on the release. I'll decide on the release. Who knows? Maybe I play Bretonnia first. Bretonnia is getting a female fighter with a special hero. How cool is that? How cool is that? One of those cringe-worthy prophetess.
Dark magic is mine to command.
The true Von Carstein.
Never. Never, ever, and then not ever. Oh man, look at this. Goddamn chair. Thank you, Merconos. Yeah. Well, the goal ends in 2 days, but there's still, you know, December in this year. You wanna hear the funny thing? Overall, it was about 4% less than last year. But we had the PC goal last year.
Attend me. Mortals quail.
Mortis engine.
So what do we do here? I think we'll deploy We'll deploy in a way where we pin them, a lot of them. Like 5 boxes here. It has to be even here, for the most part. We'll try to get a 400 plus Wind of Death.
Mortis engine.
Mortis engine can move around here.
What? I serve me. Manfred von Carstein. By my will.
I don't like this hill here though. It might mess the Wind of Death direction. Just move in here, like, I think we have enough time. What's the second army? We do have 110 power.
Surpass Nagash.
Just wait and see where they come. We apply heal and damage here. Right now we're just applying heal. Can apply damage here.
Life ends.
That's him in melee, but it's fine. The Mortis engine will get a lot of kills. Look at the kills of the Mortis engine. They're just standing there, meleeing a single unit. 7 kills. Everybody, you see this this damage here? This is regeneration, and this is damage. The longer the fight takes, the more damage it will do. I feel like we should not cast it yet. Instead, just do a little heal here.
Nagash was weak.
This is good though. Mortis engine will do a lot of kills here. Mortis engine can kill this whole side here, so we should just use that here. They don't have counter to Mortis engine, so this all will die to Mortis engine. Mortis engine is slowly killing them all.
Mortis engine.
It has to be in melee though, but nobody counters Mortis engine here. And the duel is the range. They have the Reliquary Corruption, causes damage to combatants. And while this is happening, our units are getting regenerated. And at the same time, it's killing, regenerating, causing fear, terror, and giving power to the Lord. Like the ultimate support unit.
I hunger.
They don't have additional 8 defense from the battle skill.
Mortis engine.
But these are just trash units here.
Death.
Each counterpart of the undead are just a half tier below the Emperor, for example. I remember.
Mortis engine. Beautiful decay.
Every undead army should have one Mortis engine. 2 is like optimal, but 1 is a must.
Thy cure is death.
Apparently Manfred got stuck here.
Suffer death. The dead march.
It's not stuck in the crowd and getting sniped by the Lord.
Preternatural.
Oh, word save that it does that too.
Swift as death's wings.
Push, boys, push. Save the Lord.
My dominion over all. Empower me, preternatural.
Bloody Kev.
These lands are mine.
Okay, that's everybody. Now we'll go for the Wind of Death. We'll overcast for additional damage. It's pretty much double damage. Pretty much. One crash
My
game.
dominion over all.
Massacre! Oh man! That's true balance, boys. And now the Mortis engine will kill the Wind faster. Look at the Mortis engine.
With haste, so much death.
Hearken to my will. Address me as
That was
God.
the really strong Wind of Death, but we were made the whole battle plan to get a Wind of Death like that.
Attend me.
The dead are mine.
Mortals quail.
Why this guy's not bouncing there? Ah, it's a rock here. Shit.
Thy serve me. Swift as death's wings. Thy cure is death.
Mortis engine. Come to me.
Mortis engine started pushing killer things by itself.
Life ends.
If only Black Coach was this good, huh?
Death.
Preternatural. Witness true power.
Hey guys, over 100 leadership.
Mortis engine.
Come on guys, I didn't even cast the second one, don't be like that.
Now. By Van Hell's will.
Empower me. Nagash was weak. Witness true power.
Close victory, come on, there's no way. They done no damage. There's Samir. This is a 580, we need money.
The true Von Caster.
This will give 8 attack to the Graveguard and 8 defense. They really need attack, and defense just makes them even sturdier. chance to hit and the evasion.
Fight.
What the Oberstiere and Vollenhof in the hands of Tempelhof is gonna make this, you know, I don't want to jinx it, but, you know, easy campaign.
Move.
Another 5 attack. Put it as one of the winner dead sea shield wizard. Good call.
My puppets die.
Good call.
Death to all!
Your wish, Master. The Shamblers move.
Begone.
Do you need fresh troops? The
Fresh
Shamblers
troops.
Move. Thou art unfit.
Like the moment we got the Graveguard, easy game, easy life. I had him so early. In this tier 3. Tier 3 we get quite a bit, much better garrison, and we get a vacant battlefield. Single army cannot take that city. We have to have some really scary stuff. Maybe we get like 5 armies of skeletons in this territories and nobody comes here for 70 turns. That'd be pretty cool. One pestilence next. I can already tell you that that Cloud Pestilence campaign might be impossible, especially with extra chaos. It's gonna be have to be streamer luck or you know, defeat song.
Your conquests strike.
They are ambushing, trying to get the Gorst here. 3 skeletons dead. Take it.
On dark wings. Lichmaster, Necromancer.
Don't have the money for any better units here, just Artscalis here.
I'll take Sigmar's throne. Thine right is mine. Destruction.
Damn, man. What's the feat song grants to customer? Yeah. They log the game at 60 FPS, yeah. Otherwise, it's killing the frames on the stream. There's been an update on Nvidia which forced this change because they were pushing performance.
Address me as master.
Return of VSync is then you guys get legs on the stream.
Mortis engine, the summoning begins.
Mortals quail. It shall be.
It would be amazing if you can have a 60 FPS all the time in Total War.
These lands are mine. Preternatural. I am the greatest sorcerer. Attend me. Stop attack. Witness true power.
Jubala! And then like one more KV unit here.
We surpass Nagash. Nagash was weak. Witness true power.
This cave is all over the place.
Nagash was weak. Witness true power.
Yeah, one more knights would go nice.
Fight for me.
Mortis engine.
As long as we draw breath.
Speed on this 35, huh? I just can't catch them, they just keep fleeing.
Stop attack.
Vanhel's will.
My cure is death.
How are these guys doing so much damage here?
Thy serve me. What? I hunger.
Mortis engine.
It's probably related to the Lord of Life wizards, to the factions like Dark Elves and the Chaos. I don't even want to mention that other melee faction though.
Will join us.
Healing on the Broken Towers and Chaos Chosen
Mortis engine.
heavy units.
Hearken to my will. Witness true power. Sleep past death's will.
Dwarves as well. Lord of Life pretty much on any really tanky melee faction. Master Engineer for the Empire. Master Engineer for the Empire, oh
So
man.
much death.
Can you even imagine that?
Witness true power. I heard. I serve me. Nagash was weak. Witness true power.
Mortis engine. Now.
Empire does have master engineers and more advanced artillery technology than any other faction in the game, in the lore. But they didn't put master engineers for some reason. They fucked up the religious part of the Empire in the game as well, so that's another thing. If they need to fix something about the Empire, it's the religion part of the Empire, the Fate. The Fate is the weakest part of the Empire in the game. It's very limited, and the worship building is on the worst in the game. Does nothing really, especially tier 5. Steel and the gunpowder are definitely well supported, but the Fate, no effort, minimal effort. Like Agatama as usual, you know, you're missing the point here. What about the worship building of the Empire? How does this affect the Empire in any way? What is the special units to the religion building? You get warrior priests, archlector, and flagellants. So you basically get a warrior priest and archlector. It's like bare bones religion part of the Empire. Bare bones. The flagellants don't even fit the fate part of the Empire that much. It's on the extreme point. And the fact the worship building is basically just supporting the flagellants and minimal campaign effects and not missing tier 1 and tier 2, making the flagellants tier 3 joke. It just looks really bad.
Fight. The true Von Castle. I'll take Suma's throne.
They should make the worship building 5 tiers, faction-wide effects for the religious units. But what religious units? At least flagellants in this case. They put almost no effort into the Fate part of the Empire, that's what I'm saying. Of course the Battle Prayers and the Archlector are amazing, but it's not the Fate part of the Empire.
Your wish, master.
With Archlectors and the Warrior Priests, the way they make the Fate part of the Empire is like a secret cult. They just have Jedis. They basically look like Jedis. That's pretty much it. The Archlector and the Warrior Priest, they're basically Jedis. Jedis with no follower and or other thing around them. That's how the Empire looks. The Fate part of the Empire is Jedis, pretty much. It's a bit sickening because yeah, I hate Jedis.
Find me, Charles.
My puppet stars. Death is only the beginning.
I mean, it's the worship building. It's like has no flavor. The tier 5 doesn't feel at all. The fact that there is a tier 5 is a joke in itself. And the Flatlong's Flagellants on tier 3. Do we have to really go into this again, Akatam? Are you triggering me again? Stop trolling, man. You heard this 5 times already so far. Bare Bones Religion. Leave it at that. Hail Sigmar, yet... See, I forgot about the Fate part of the Empire. What a joke. Well, yeah, that's what the Empire is missing. It's missing, the flavor of the general, the flavor of the captain, and it's missing the fate to make sense. It's not bare bones. The worship building needs 5 tiers, and some effects faction-wide to support the fate part of the Empire, which right now it's for a million times bare bones. I mean, guys, is it only me that's not okay with the generals of the Empire and the Empire captains? What the fuck is their purpose? Some budget lords and heroes in multiplayer? They have like absolutely no uniqueness to them or flavor. There's a bunch of old, bold men that suck.
Have you seen that shit?
They're ugly and they suck.
What the hell?
They can't even give them helmets to cover their bald heads. Absolutely no flavor. Why you ever use those lords over the Archlector is you know, beyond me.
What?
Take it, Thunder. Yoo-hoo!
This night,
Oh man, they're actually taking this. Who's here?
destroy them.
Oh man, 50-50, huh? I'm gonna have to do more, maybe even break a sweat here. You know the only reason why they give the Imperial Griffin to the General of the Empire and the Pegasus to the Emperor Captain? Because without it, they would just be a plain boring fighters without anything. And Battle Paraders and the Archlector are so overpowered that Imperial Griffin. What Imperial Griffin? But the worst is the difference between the Warrior Priest and the Emperor Captain. It's just wow.
Life is a phase.
These lands are mine. Suffer death.
Now, with haste.
Sylvania rules the night. Sagash was weak. Witness true power.
Mortis engine.
Mortal scum.
Man, is the enemy playing Crooked Moon? Look at all those flashing lights in the back.
Swift as death's wings.
The focus on the knights, I don't like it.
An ancient power is rising.
Graces are going for the Vargo. For the Vargo counters great swords. They're ignoring the center here.
Mortis engine.
Go to the side here. He's 24 leadership. Does this ever even feel the effect of that thing? If the unit is wavering. These fireballs make me sad. Like another Lancer, or at least some Wargeists. Are we pushing Longbirds here?
My cure is death. Suffer death. Preternatural. Attend me. Swift.
All missiles got nerfed because the multiplier. They nerfed above fireable probably like 5 or 6 times already.
Witness true power. Manfred von Caster.
Oh, you guys don't have a formation. Going after heavy cavalry. God damn that leadership. It's like fighting dwarves. They got the technology. Yeah, they have 10 attack, 10 leadership. Nice CA. Nice in that broken garbage. All Emperor gets 10 leadership and 10 attack against the undead.
Their time has come.
Let's just make technology will give the AI additional 10 leadership, additional 10 attack against the undead. It will not break legendary at all. We tested it. All 5 turns. They can't even destroy this in 5 turns.
All will wither.
This is why the auto is always so broken of the Empire. They get 10 leadership against pretty much every enemy in the game, and either 10 attack or 10 defense. Once you play greenskins these days and you realize you can't kill Empire troops because they have ridiculous bullshit stats because of that, it's like you're not gonna touch greenskins until I don't know. Why do we even going to touch greens right now? There are probably some Pegas out there who play greens right now. When they start to fight the Empire and they realize the Empire has additional 10 leadership, 10 defense, plus the legendary buffs, plus their rank 7 plus units in 30 turns. It's like, how do you kill these guys? They become chosen. Fucking halberdiers is chosen halberdiers. Greatsword's getting 10 attack, man. It's like just what they needed against the undead. They weren't good enough before.
Empower me.
Just makes every melee engagement a losing fight. Guys, have you fought any of the great swords from the Southern Realms when playing Tomb Kings? You seen my last campaign with the followers Nagash? Those great swords feel like you're fighting Chosen. Put them in a group of 4 because that's the limit on the hill. They over nerfed invocation on last big update on it, and they're limited how you can use it. It's super inconvenient, probably treated some people to the point where they don't play the game anymore, but what can you do? That's multiplayer for you. You guys have to adapt or not play the undead anymore. Those technologies are overpowered for the player, really. But for the AI, wow! Way to break shit. It can only affect 4 units. Been super nerfed. It's still strong, but after battle healing has been killed to the ground.
Fight.
Oh, nice. Book of Assurance, pretty nice item.
I grow impatient.
You can see here on the Invocation of the Heck, hit points replenish cap. It's affects allies in range. Max 4. Max 4. It's costs more. Has a lot. So what happened in the recent patches for the Invocation of the Heck? If you were not paying attention to patch notes, they made it they nerfed the duration, so it heals less. They limited to targets of 4. So you have to position the units, not just, you know, cast on everybody. And in the staking units, they had a limiting factor as well. There was a limiting factor as well, because the amount of healing as well. So you have to properly position the units, and sometimes if you have 5 units and one is full health, 4 are damaged, sometimes it's like the units which is full health, so the healing is wasted. So they made it inconvenient and requires, you know, your skill to position units to matter. It's some kind of, I feel like, you know, they wanted this skill to do the same thing as it was doing so far, but they wanted to limit the ease of use. They just wanted to make it that it's harder to use, that it requires more, you know, skill to use. Positioning, inconvenient, and keep in mind how you position units. Who blinks when you mouse it over, when you put on targets, because in the heat of battle, because, you know, you can do all that, especially in multiplayer. You can't just, you know, click anymore. So the ease of use has been diminished significantly. The after battle healing has been nerfed to the ground because of that. Because there is not only time to position units all over the place, and duration has been nerfed at the same time. Okay, we get 8 attack, 8 defense here. You wanna hit the best thing? This spell can still crash the game. So they nerfed it 3 times, but they still haven't patched 1 year and 5 months old bug. But they nerfed it, they tested it and balanced it, but still haven't fixed the related crash to the ability, which happens on some of the battlefields when the corpses disappear.
I'll take Sigmar's throne.
Imagine, you know, balancing shit in a single player game for multiplayer purposes while ignoring the stability of the game fixes.
Dark magic.
Just imagine this. There is actually a part of one of these books in technology. Just imagine this absurdity, this rocket science. One of these books here actually has skills that enhance duration, winds of magic power reserve, cost of Lord of Vampire skills. It has nothing to do with multiplayer. Just imagine these things. What crazy world would that be? Holy shit. Just imagine there was a click here Research, 8 turns done, ka-ching. All of a sudden, you can heal your units even more than before. Lord of the Vampires is stronger, how it's supposed to be. Undead, you know, they fight, you win, they just get bigger. More undead. Just imagine this absurd system. Just couple of clicks here, and doesn't have to do anything with multiplayer. Exactly, Tamir, exactly. Just imagine having a technology which says plus 5 seconds duration to the invocation heck. Or imagine a technology that makes the window dead do even more damage. Something like that. Holy shit. It's like so advanced. They probably don't put these things in the game because they, you know, this is so game-changing, world-ending that they are probably saving it for 4 Kingdoms. I mean, the next Total War game, so it doesn't look the same like the previous one.
Lich Master.
Okay. Because, you know, they're more worried that the new Total War games look different than the last one. That they are renaming systems, separating stats into different stats, but it's all in the same in the end, to fool that this is a new shit, you know. They're inventing new, fresh, hot water. Not more of the old, but new, even if it's disguised to fool people.
My puppets dance.
You know, it's obvious that new Total Wars, they're trying to make them look different, feel different. It's their top priority than they actually be better. Different, so the people don't go on Reddit with pitchforks. CA, you scumbags, just keep playing, having the same engine, the same graphics, and you just keep printing different settings. You have turned into Paradox, just charging DLCs for our full cost games. They don't want the Reddit Rebellion. They're probably very worried what Rebellion, you know, Reddit Rebellion would, you know, do to them.
My cruelty knows no limits.
No. I hunt.
Ever since the CA has started giving, you know, free DLC alongside DLC, the DLC hate train has, you know, diminished, but they're still there in the shadows, just waiting for them to sleep again. It's the same thing with the new Total War games. Like, it's like some people think it's the same shit every game, they just press a different setting, which is not true. And I feel like, you know, I hope I'm wrong, but I feel like they're doing really hard. They're trying really hard to make the next Total War look different. That it's not the same. And even if there are improvements in the previous one, they're not going to implement the second one because it has to be different. We can't release the same game again, just better, you know. With the Warhammer, it's a little bit different because pretty much it's the same shit. They're just improving it on the same one. But when they release a new Total War game like 3 Kingdoms or like Attila on top of Rome 2, they tried really hard to make it different. So any of these revolutionary ideas, they're never gonna happen in the current title, because what are they gonna use in the next Total War or Total War after? They're just gonna run out of this transformation of the systems ideas, you know. But they basically just, it's like, let's go to diplomacy and just imagine like, let's say we are in 3 Kingdoms. And we offer something and it tells you, you know, decimal number like minus 4.0. You have to add 4 points in deals to make this viable. Well, this number exists right now. It exists, you just don't see it. They added in 3 Kingdoms. Holy shit, diplomacy is so much better, we can see the number. This number is already here, you just don't see it. You just don't see it. So you have to guesstimate what they want for the peace treaty. It's nothing new. This number was always there, you just didn't see it before. Just one example. Well, Umbra asked, so Three Kingdoms is not that good compared to Warhammer. Well, just imagine you're playing one of them Counter-Strike games, and Three Kingdoms is like you're playing Dust all day long with just pistols. While in Warhammer, there's like more maps and all the weapons. Even the maps you hate, nobody likes. But there are more maps. Just the idea of more maps, just poggers. Anyways, boys, this is it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow. This campaign will continue.